Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking for the wide out. Caught over the middle. It's Little.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this. It'd be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
1st and 10 now for the offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass not complete. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
Well, these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal in this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive. And now it's first and goal.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looking to throw yet again. It's a quick grab. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion.
Just a tremendous play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a nice form tackle while driving that receiver back in the process.
Going to throw for it on third and goal. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's fourth down. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. And it's good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Ball handed off. They'll tackle him right at the 31. The game makes it second and medium. Same tailback, another carry. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Fighting him off. And he's brought down out at the 46.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And they'll use the ground game here.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that previous play. There's the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Try and muscle for the first down. Finds room at the 30. And that stiff arm will help earn him the first down.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You think you've got him right where you want him on 3rd and long, and you give up a run play for a first down. The offense makes you pay for assuming the pass and bailing out too quick in coverage.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Takes the handoff again. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. It's intercepted. The defense sniffed out the screen pass. At midfield. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
Ball handed off. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The back's got it again. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Go all the way back to like Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. So the screen on first down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going the screen on first down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff to the back. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Offense getting set. It's second down. It's a run to the left. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They'll pass on the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on 4th down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Great cut. They whiff on him. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
They're set now to try the PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And looking for a big play here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
Send the back in motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Bengals offense is back out on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the defense look slow that time. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the fair catch is made right on the 5. Like one more play here before halftime. Defense not pressing this time. And looking to throw now on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. He's at the 50. And he just steps out of bounds, a takeaway to wrap up this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Fights off a defender. And it works. The first down to the 35. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again. Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Getting set. Here's second down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. It's a fumble. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. On the scoop and score. Potential momentum shifter. They scoop up the fumble and score on it.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
He'll call for the fair catch. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Now it's second down here. And now the running back's got it again. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And he's got it. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. He'll hand it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example.
The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. They'll try the option play here. Fighting off the defender. Pitches to the back. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
And that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. And he drops back in the gun. The pass ball is incomplete. A big fourth down stop for this defense.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And on the carry, he's heading left. Breaking free at midfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
So bad plays on first and second down puts him in a tough spot here. Third and very long. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. And the coach has made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Quick throw to the left. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. The drive stays alive. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Will he score here? Touchdown, LSU. And the beatdown continues. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what.
Alabama's head coach needs to be fired immediately.
Can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here comes a handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Like, don't even travel back with the team.
Great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
That gain makes it second and medium. They'll hand it off. Powering through. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
important second down play coming up. And there's the handoff. Fights off a defender. They get him down, but a solid run by the freshman.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff taken, trying to run it behind the big left tackle. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. Breaking through defenders. Can't quite get there. They'll spot the ball at the 2-yard line.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Well, this is the risk you take as a play caller. So often people want to try to go for it on 4th down. But you got to be careful. As you see right here, the defense makes the play to get the ball back themselves.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the running back takes the handoff. Oh, what a move. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.